How can you work in having a good relationship with yourself?
Work hard at it and we focus on it, that we can make it happen.
People who have accomplished great things did accomplish great things because they didn't give up.
Don't view it as a mission impossible. View everything as a mission possible.
Oh my God. You can visit past memories, move through time like that? Becca, you are a time traveler.
Although Undone is an animated series, Undone delivers a complex and very intense narrative with a lot of psychological drama, self-discovery, and many spiritual and psychological lessons. For both of you, which are the most important moral issues from this story?
Oh God.
Wow. I would say
That's a great question.
I know that. I love the
do
way you
have
said
to say
that.
One of the greatest lessons is humanity and trying not to judge another's walk in life because you really don't know what got them there. And in this show, we get to retroactively go back into our histories and find out what makes us the way that we are. So I think that gives compassion and understanding. And you may not agree with somebody, but I think a show that delves into the psychological, emotional path that each person is on, that would be my number one thing.
Like, especially for Camilla, that's so true. And I would say for Becca, a lot of what I think is so important is her kind of facing reality and not being afraid of, she kind of changes course, doesn't she? Like she kind of is like one way in season 1 and then very opposite in season 2 and exploring her own powers. And I think that there's something so beautiful about a woman coming into her power, especially in this time, and especially as a Latin woman, like a Latina, and the representation that this is showing. I think it's a really beautiful side of her. And I'm so proud of her, of like coming into her power.
I would say for me, it's that the journey outward is also a journey inward. So the journey trying to fix reality outside of yourself ultimately is mirroring a journey towards self-realization and self-healing.
And I would say the opposite. Necessary in the journey inward is also a journey outward. And it's not about just what you can do yourself, but the connections you can make with other people. And how does your journey intersect with their journeys, and how can you help each other?
I'm seeing my dead father.
I wasn't in an accident, I was killed.
And he's training me to travel in time.
With your ability.
And season 1 told the story of a woman who experienced a car crash that alters her relationship with time, where she discovered that she has the ability to move through time and space, almost like time travel. In this season, we discovered that both sisters have a great gift, what we can see from the trailer. How does going back in time and space can change and reshape our future?
That's definitely what we explore, is this idea of the sisters realizing there's generational trauma in the family and things that have happened in the past with their grandmothers and mothers and fathers, and it has shaped who they are, that parts of their traits come from these people and how they were shaped by experiences that they had that's invisible to the sisters. So it becomes this sort of digging deeper into the past and into history as a way to learn more about themselves and to helpfully heal the family and heal themselves.
I'm trying to find answers in the past. Every time I try to, I end up in this fog. What is this?
And as the sisters search for answers, they unravel a complex network of memories that have shaped who they are today. They realize that by healing this family trauma, they can make all of their life better. How do you both think that our past experiences, trauma, family backgrounds affects who we are today?
100%.
It's all of us.
100%.
It's everything. I mean, I think that you can't be who you are without examining your family and I think a lot of people don't want to.
Right.
And I think that that's the problem, is that there's a lot of kind of how Becca was really at the beginning, like compartmentalizing and that's them, this is me. Yeah. But no, it's all karma. It's all in you. It's all generational, and it builds up and builds up. And I think what we see so beautifully in Camilla is like why she is the way she is. And then we are basically like, well, we're going to fix it so we don't have to experience it also. Right. Like we're trying to.
But I also love that for younger generations, the things that were so shameful for past generations that gave them roadblocks and gave them shame, younger generations don't have that.
Right.
So it's the gift that the young generation gives to the older generation. And I think that's something that's happening in society now. And it's a very, very important message that we can heal a lot of the traumas that have happened if we can just figure them out, deal
Talk
with
it out,
talk
therapy,
with respect,
talk to your family,
and lack of shame. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, enormously, in ways that we are not even aware of, and will never be aware of. I think one of the great fantasies of this show is the idea of like, what if you could discover the reasons you are the way you are, the reasons your mother is the way she is, in ways that she could never articulate or explain to you. But perhaps if you go back deep enough, you can see trails of influence there. But then again, it's not so clean. It's not always a one-to-one thing. You don't always know. And sometimes you think, oh, if only I could fix that, then everything would be better. And the truth is everything would be different. But would everything be better? I don't know.
You were supposed to be there. That was the plan.
I'm sorry I wasn't there for you, my love. But I'm here now.
And in terms of the script, what part of the story for you both is the most powerful and why?
I mean, I think ultimately, I think Raphael keeps speaking about relationship, and Alma, who in season 1 has a prickly but loving relationship with her sister, really needs her. And so I think it's Alma, stripped of her abilities, realizing how much she actually needs other people, right? She can't do it by herself. And so I think that's one of the aspects or themes or ideas of the season that really resonates with me personally, is this idea of recognizing the relationship needs to be healed and protected, and that is as meaningful as relationship to self.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I would say that the relationships we foster, sometimes the most difficult relationships are also the richest. Not every time. That's not a universal truth, but in Alma's case, I think that's certainly more true than not true.